Hi YouTube. Today we're going to be comparing the Blue Yeti microphone to the Blue Snowball Ice. So the man from Amazon Prime has just arrived and he has delivered me both of these devices, which I'm really excited to test and compare to see which one I want to use moving forward. Okay, so for the last couple of years I have used a Blue Yeti, but I managed to break that last week, so I needed to get a new microphone, and I was looking at what to do, whether to replace it like for like with another Blue Yeti or whether to go for something slightly different. So I decided to get both of them, check it out to see whether or not the Snowball Ice is good enough for what I need as a more budget option. So as we can see here, we've got the Blue Yeti. I went for the slate version. I mean, it looks quite cool and, slightly different to the regular version. Most people have got the kind of chrome silver, like brushed aluminium style. But I went for that one. And with the Snowball Ice, kind of did a similar thing. I went for the black version. I believe they just do a black and white version. I wasn't too keen on the white one. I thought if I was going to be using it going forward, it didn't really go with anything I have, because most of my accessories that I've got are black, but I do have a silver MacBook Air. Having said that, I have got the silver and white iPhone, so don't really know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so I use these microphones just sitting on the desk. Okay, I don't have them right up against my face. So that is how I'm going to do the testing for these two. Now, I'm not really going to unbox them because there isn't really anything to unbox. They have the microphones, they have the wires, and they have the little booklet. So for the Snowball Ice, comes with this booklet. So half of it's in French, I believe, half of it's in English, depending on which way you look at it. And it really doesn't tell you anything, as you'd expect these days. Likewise with the Yeti, we've got a slightly different version of the book. So it just shows you it. And actually in the picture there, it's got a silver one. Right, so the leads are USB. This is for the Yeti. This is USB, and it's got, I believe that's mini USB, but I'm not a technical person, so I'm not too sure. But it's the same thing you have on like the PlayStation 4 controllers, Bluetooth earphones, all those sort of things. So you could probably use, any number of 100 cables that you've got for the Blue Yeti. The Blue Snowball, however, uses a slightly different connection. It uses this version. I don't know what it's called. Someone will probably know, but it's a big, much chunkier. This cable feels a lot more robust. Even though this is the more budget, this feels a lot more robust, more premium. As I say, this one that came with the Yeti just feels like it's worth next to nothing. You get it down, one of the toot shops. But anyway, so let's just have a look at what we've got. So this is the Snowball. It does look pretty cool in black. I mean, as I said, I didn't really like it in the white, but here's the difference. Here's how it comes. Okay. Pretty simple. It comes with this sort of stand. Let me just take it off real quick. So it's literally a ball. That's your microphone. This is the stand. You can't really alter the stand, which is a bit of a problem. So it's one of the initial things that I'm not really liking about this one straight off the off, because if I use the stand, which is what I will use, how I would use it. It means it's going to be sitting there. Presumably this is where, it records the sound. And if that is like that and it's down there, it's not going to get optimal sound unless I have it like this, and I don't want it up here. I'm not going to lean into it. I don't want to have a boom thing like this, or, have it hanging down like that. I don't want it. It will be in my way. Okay. So that's already an initial concern for that. But anyway, it does look pretty cool. Just to compare it with the iPhone, that's the sort of size that it is. It's pretty small. There you go. So let's have a look at the Yeti. Now the Yeti is bigger and it weighs quite a bit. It might just be the stand. It might just be the stand that is the weighty, but this feels a lot more substantial. It feels it's got that kind of old school retro vibe to it. As I say, I went for the slate. It comes in like loads of different colours now, blue, red, different types of chrome, whatever. This one is the slate version. The only thing I'm not too happy about is the blue in like the gold. That would have been better if it was like chrome, but you know, minor thing really. Now, just to see them side by side. So that's what they look side by side. You can see the different sort of heights and sizes in comparison. The Yeti's a lot bigger. Now, the Snowball doesn't have any buttons or anything. You just plug in and you record it, right? There's nothing, you can't do anything with it. There's nothing. This, however, has, you know, the mute button, which is I always found as an issue because you plug it in and you forget a lot of times it would automatically be mute. So the light's flashing when it's on mute. You'd record and then you haven't recorded anything. So you've got a volume. So if you plug in your earphones, which you can do at the bottom, you know, you can adjust the volume there. On the back, this is the difference. You know, this is the difference between the two. Where this doesn't have any other features. Here you've got gain, so you can change like it's kind of like the sensitivity of the actual microphone. If you ramp it up, you get a lot of disruption. You know, not so good. But then you've got 4 different versions here where you can change it depending on whether you're just speaking into it, whether you got someone else there, whether you want to record, you know, sound from the sides, those sorts of things, which is quite useful, you know, if you've got these things. But that was the thing, because I was only using it for one purpose, where it's going to sit on my desk and I was just going to be speaking into it, so I was just going to have it on angle. I felt like I didn't need those features and whatever. So that's why I've got these two. So anyway, so we've looked at them side by side. We've kind of spoken about them. Now we're going to actually record them. Now, all the sound up to this point has been recorded via the onboard microphone on my MacBook Air. So now we're going to compare it with the other two. And what we'll do is I'll record a section and then we'll flip between the two. We'll flip between the two a couple of times so you're better to see just the standard sound without me messing about with any features, because I'm not the sort of person that's going to be changing features, editing the sound later date. I just want to be able to record out of the box whenever I need to, and it to be of a level that I'm happy with. Okay, so let's start recording with the other microphones. Right, okay, so this is me talking on the Blue Snowball. So how does it sound? Can you tell any difference from before? Haven't made any changes. Have not made any changes. Right, so this is actually audio that I recorded from the Blue Yeti. I've positioned it in the same place as I had the Snowball Ice, the same sort of distance, which is, you know, approximately about a foot, maybe a little bit longer than a foot. Okay, so tell me if there's any difference. See what you think. So now we're jumping back to the Snowball again. How does the Snowball Ice sound in comparison to the Yeti? Is there any noticeable difference? Right, so let's jump back from the Snowball. We're now speaking with the Yeti, so we can have a direct comparison between the two to see which is better. So let's do that a third time, checking out the Snowball Ice in comparison to the Blue Yeti. Can you tell any difference? What do you think's better? So for the last time, let's go with the Blue Yeti. As I said, we've positioned them at the same point, distance-wise. What is the difference? You know, I'm speaking. I will be checking this out in a moment to see what I think, and then coming back with my thoughts. Right, so I'm back after us flicking backwards and forwards between the Snowball and the Yeti, and I've actually decided myself that, you know, the more premium product, the Blue Yeti, does have a better quality sound. And so I'm recording this section with the Blue Yeti, but what I've done is I've actually switched the switch on the back from cardioid to stereo. So stereo basically records, you know, just say my head is the mic, it records in front and it records the side. So it records a much richer sound. And I feel that kind of is best for it's what I like, it's what I used to record with the Yeti before. And having compared it to the Snowball Ice, I feel the Snowball Ice is not too bad. It does have a much, when you go back to the beginning of this video, when you can listen to what I sounded like just with the onboard microphone, that was really dull. And I did, when you compare it, I do sound like I'm a little bit away from the microphone, okay? Now this was my worry with the Snowball Ice, because of the way that it is positioned. It's rigid, you can't move it, and it's a bit lower. I was going to have it on the desk. It still seems it's a much clearer, much better sound recording, but it is slightly dull, whereas the Blue Yeti is very vibrant, it's very clear, it's very strong. And the fact that we have the additional features on the back where we can go from cardio to stereo, and we could also go for Omni, I think, which is where it records on both sides. So if I had someone here, I could interview them, we could both sit on opposing sides of the microphone, and it would come and it would record as clear as if it was just on one side. The other really cool feature is the fact that we have the gain. So if we're getting too much background interference, we can change that, so change the sensitivity down, so we get a slightly different product or end product in terms of the recording, where we don't quite have it with the Snowball Ice, And as I said to you at the start, I like to keep things as simple as possible, which is why I was thinking about the Snowball Ice. I just want to plug this microphone in, click record, have it all set up. I don't want to mess that up. I don't want to go in afterwards and go through, audio editing software. I literally want to have that taken care of. I want it to be as good quality from the off, sounding big, bright, bold sound, so that, that isn't something that I've got to worry about. So that's why I'm going to stick with the Blue Yeti moving forward. I'm really happy. I like the look of it, even if I'm not too happy about that gold text. I like the slate version I've gone. I'm not going to be going with the Snowball. So anyway, this was a video just to make a real brief comparison. So to help you guys out, because if you're doing anything online, you need to have the equipment. It's as simple as that. You need to have the equipment. So I thought I'd get both of them so we can check out, just to make sure we get the right product. So if you are interested in getting this, click on the link below. It take you straight to Amazon, and you can get it from the man from Amazon Prime, next day delivery, like I did. Yeah, so that's it. That's another video wrapped up. Slightly different today. We'll see you soon.